All right, Miss Blessing, Miss Passy, Annie, can you tell us about yourself? Why you want to be a virtual assistant?
Okay,
Is she connected? Hello?
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Basi Annie, and I'm starting off this career actually. So I decided that I wanted to, help clients or businesses with their, scheduling processes and streamlining workflows. So also make their job easier and also remotely because I can't actually do a 9 to 5 job based off of my health issues. Yeah, that's basically it.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, so can we get other people, just two more people, introduce yourself, tell us more about you and why you want to be a virtual assistant. So, Chetachi, can we hear from you? Just introduce yourself a little bit to us and tell us why you want to be a virtual assistant. Hello, is she connected? Miss Chetachi? Okay. So, hello, welcome, Miss Zina. Can you introduce yourself briefly? We are just about starting, so you came at the right time. So, can you introduce yourself and tell us why you want to be a virtual assistant? Miss Zinab, hello, is she there? Hello. Wow, nobody is saying anything and nobody. Oh, Chetachi said, I'm trying to unmute my microphone, but it's not working. Oh, okay. I don't know why that is, but you are unmuted, yeah? You're actually unmuted, yes. So I don't know why that is on. All right, so we'll take pauses later to get feedback from us. So I will just ask Miss Esther to continue now and while we learn. Thank you very much, everybody. Miss Esther.
Hello, everyone, again. So, for people that just joined, my name is Esther, and I'm the virtual assistant coach. And I want to thank Innovators Edge once again for hosting this great session. So, welcome once again to this webinar where I'm going to be teaching about unlocking. Sorry, can we hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you. I'm going to be teaching us, I'm going to be enlightening us about who a virtual assistant is. I know some of us already know who virtual assistants are, but there are some of us that do not know. I'll be enlightening us on who a virtual assistant is, the three biggest mistakes new virtual assistants make in the industry, and why some people are highly paid and why some other people are being paid peanuts. So follow me as I take on this webinar. Thank you. So a virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, or creative support remotely. So that definition gives it a wholesome definition of who a virtual assistant is, because a lot of people think virtual assistants only provide administrative support. No, we have virtual assistants who provide technical support. We have virtual assistants who provides creative support as well. We have graphic design VAs, we have customer support VAs, we have e-commerce VAs, we have real estate VAs. So we do not have only administrative virtual assistants. And common tasks that virtual assistants do include email management, scheduling, data entry, social media management, bookkeeping, even expense tracking, and customer support. Virtual assistants work with businesses, big businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurs, and organizations worldwide. That is, as a virtual assistant, your client could be in the UK, your client could be in the US, your client could be in Australia, Canada. You can work from anywhere as a virtual assistant. Next slide, please. Now, we're going to be moving on to why virtual assistant is a very high income skill. Remote work is growing globally, and businesses are outsourcing more tasks. That is, a lot of businesses are going remote these days, especially after the COVID. After 2020, a lot of businesses started to go remote, which is why virtual assistant is a high income skill. A lot of businesses now need people that can work remotely, that can work efficiently remotely, and the demand for virtual assistants spans across multiple industries. The lovely thing about a virtual assistant is that you don't have to work in just one industry. You can work in various industries. You could decide to work in the real estate industry. You could decide to work in promotion industry. You could decide to work in the creative industry. You could decide to work in the entertainment industry. That is, there are a lot of industries you could work in as a virtual assistant. You could work in tech, in coaching, and many more. And the lovely thing again about virtual assistant is it offers flexibility, control over workload, and a potential to scale into a full business. You can start as a virtual assistant and scale into growing a virtual assistant agency. Like me, I started as a virtual assistant, and now I have a virtual assistant agency where I have few virtual assistants who work with me remotely. So you could scale into something bigger as a virtual assistant. Average earnings vary, but new virtual assistants can start with $5 to $15 per hour and grow their rate with experience. So as a new virtual assistant, you can start your rate with $5 to $15 per hour and grow your rate as you become more experienced and work with more people. Next slide, please. Three biggest mistakes new virtual assistants make. These mistakes were carefully curated because I've seen a lot of virtual assistants these days make these three mistakes. One, underpricing their services, that is not charging enough for their skills and effort. A lot of virtual assistants feel like, oh, what am I doing? I'm just doing administrative work. I don't need to charge so much. My dear, you need to charge according to your skills and your effort. So a lot of virtual assistants these days underprice their services. That's one of the biggest mistakes. And a lot of people they work for, once they see that you are underpricing yourself, it means that it shows that you are not confident in yourself. You're not confident in what the value you are bringing into the company you are working for or the clients you are working for. You are not sure about the value you want to give to them. That's why a lot of people underprice their services. Another mistake people make as virtual assistants, new virtual assistants, not defining a niche, trying to do everything instead of specializing. A lot of people, you see them today, they are general virtual assistant, tomorrow, graphic design virtual assistant, next tomorrow, real estate virtual assistant, in 2 months' time, creative support. So they are not, nobody knows them for this. This is what I do. If you go on my social media page, you could see it that I'm a general virtual assistant, an executive assistant, and a virtual assistant mentor and coach. It is very clear to everybody who comes to my page that, oh, this is my niche. This is where I am specializing in. Somebody that needs an e-commerce virtual assistant will not reach out to me because that's not my niche. So you do not try to do everything. You pick one niche that is very particular to you. And number three is lack of marketing. This number three one is the one that is most rampant in the virtual assistant industry. A lot of people do not put themselves out there. They do virtual assistant courses. After doing it, they just go silent and expect that clients to just magically appear in their inbox, which is impossible. You need to put yourself out there. You need to talk about what you do. You need to show people how you can. You need to show these businesses how you can actually support them. So you need to put yourself. You see a lot of people, they call themselves virtual assistants. You go to their page, there's nothing like virtual assistant on their page. no portfolio, nothing on their profile. There's nothing to allow anybody know that they are virtual assistant. Next slide, please. I hope I'm not going too fast for us, and I hope you can hear me clearly also.
All right, so please feedback. Are we good? You can just drop an emoji. Are you following? Is she too fast? Do we have any questions?
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, good evening.
My name is Ekemili Sunday. I have a question. Okay. Should I briefly
right.
introduce myself? I'll just go straight to the question.
Okay, please go into your question.
Okay, you talked about us focusing on a particular niche than generalizing or doing. Okay. So my question is, as a beginner, as someone that is starting new with virtual assisting, which of the niche do you think would be better as for a beginner? Like,
Okay. So it depends on how the beginner is. If you're a beginner that have skills in graphic design, the best niche for you to pick is graphic design niche. If you are a beginner that already has experience in customer support, that is, you've worked as a customer service agent before, the best niche to pick will be customer support virtual assistant. But a beginner that has no experience, the niche I usually tell most beginners to pick is the general VA. That is, there's something called administrative or executive or general virtual assistant. So that's the best niche I'll ask a beginner who has no experience at all in any other thing to pick.
okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so if you have questions, you can drop in the chat box so that even if well, number one, you will not forget the question, and number two, she can later look at the chat box and answer your questions. So Miss Esther, over to you. You can continue, ma'am.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to continue with what separates highly paid virtual assistants from struggling ones. We have a lot of struggling virtual assistants out there. So what separates struggling virtual assistants from highly paid virtual assistants? One, clarity in mission services. That is, when clients go to your page, they can see everything. It's in black and white. They don't have to, they are not confused about what you offer. They are not confused about your services. They are not confused about what you do. There's clarity for them. Instead of them having to ask you questions, everything is already spelled out on your page. So those people clients know that, oh, this kind of virtual assistant knows what he or she is doing. So they get highly paid than others who do not know that. Another thing is building a strong personal brand and online presence. There's nothing like I'm not an online person as a virtual assistant. I'm sorry, you have to be an online person. You have to build a strong personal brand. People have to see you. You have to constantly be on the social media. You have to advertise what you do. You have to build your brand. People have to know you for this. People have to know that, oh, Esther Olatunde, she's a virtual assistant. She's a virtual assistant mentor and coach. Oh, she does this, she does that. People have to know you for what you do. Number three is effective networking and outreach. A lot of people do not do this, but I always advise my students and mentees to do this. Effective networking and outreach. You need to network, attend webinars like this. In this kind of webinar, you could meet anybody. Attend webinars, attend trainings, reach out to people on LinkedIn, on Instagram. When you see somebody that is doing well as a virtual assistant, oh, please, I really love what you are doing. I would like to learn from you. Network with people, even network with business coaches. Oh, I can see that you are struggling with this. I could come in like this. So effective networking and outreach helps VAs to be highly paid. Another thing is continuous learning and upskilling. A lot of virtual assistants think that after they've done a particular course or training, that's the end. No, the training does not end. You have to continue learning. You have to keep learning to make you highly paid. That is to make you separate from other virtual assistants. What is distinct about you? What makes you better than other virtual assistants out there is that you keep learning. You keep becoming a better version of yourself. Next slide, please. Thank you. How to get your first VA opportunity without waiting for months. So I just have just 5 steps to getting your first virtual assistant opportunity without waiting for months. After I became a virtual assistant, after my virtual assistant training, it took me just 2 weeks to get my first virtual assistant job. A lot of people, it takes them years. It took me just 2 weeks. So I'm definitely the right person to give you steps to getting your first virtual assistant opportunity. One, optimize your LinkedIn and social media profiles. Even whilst during your training, optimize your LinkedIn and social media profile. Let your social media speak for you. Even before you start applying for a job, your social media is already speaking for you. Number two, reach out to businesses, entrepreneurs, and startups. Businesses always need virtual assistants. Some of them do not know it. You have to be the one to explain to them why they need a virtual assistant. A lot of businesses think that, oh, I don't need an assistant, I don't need a virtual assistant. You have to be the one to explain why they need it. Three, join virtual assistant communities and job boards. Don't just be in the sea by yourself. Join virtual assistant communities, different virtual assistant communities. They post different virtual assistant jobs, and this can help you to get your first opportunity very, very, very easily. Number four is offer a free or discounted first project to build experience. Now, this is a very tricky thing because a lot of virtual assistants think that, oh, I do not have experience. How am I going to get hired? Offer a free project to build your experience. Even you could do a project for yourself. A personal project does not have to be a client. You could always do a personal project for yourself just to prove credibility because nobody wants to give a job to somebody that is not credible. So you can offer a free project, a first project just to build experience. Number five is get testimonials and referrals. Get testimonials of past clients, referrals from past clients. If you've worked for maybe your friend before, maybe you just did a free project for your friend, you could get testimonials from your friend and referrals to tell your friends and family, tell people that, oh, I'm a virtual assistant now. If you know anybody that needs a virtual assistant, please refer me. That. Next slide, please. Please, can we hear me?
Hello,
Yeah.
can we get feedback? Can we get feedback? Are we following?
Yes, you're following.
Feedbacks, reactions. Okay, okay. All right, go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, how to learn everything you need to launch and scale successfully. One, take online courses and workshops. For example, on Innovators Edge website, we have a virtual assistant accelerator course that you could easily take. It's an online course. Take online course. That's what one of the things you need to learn. You cannot just start. You cannot just suddenly start today and say you want to be a virtual assistant. You have to take trainings. You need to get certified. Number two, learn tools like Trello, Asana, Canva, and CRM systems. Learn a lot of tools. Learn how to use these tools so that you can stand out. Number three, follow experienced virtual assistants and learn from their strategies. Follow experienced virtual assistants on social media platforms so that you can learn from their mistakes, their strategies. Number four is stay consistent and refine your processes. Of course, not everybody will get a virtual assistant job 2 weeks immediately after their training, but stay consistent. Refine your processes. Be consistent with what you are doing. Be consistent at the training, at upskilling, and before you know it, you are earning big money. Next slide, please. The path to growing and scaling. The path you can easily take to growing and scaling as a virtual assistant is one, start as a general virtual assistant, as I said. First, start as a general virtual assistant. It's easier to start as a general virtual assistant and gradually niche down. Gradually look for what you think you can do best. Two, raise your rates as you gain experience. If you first started charging $5 per hour, after 2 months or 3 months, you can raise your rate to $10. Don't charge the same amount you were charging at the beginning of your career. Raise your rate as you gain experience. Number three, consider building a team and outsourcing tasks. Of course, as a virtual assistant, you begin to get more clients. Consider building a team of virtual assistants, work with a team of virtual assistants and outsource tasks. Number 4, offer premium services like project management, social media strategy, or bookkeeping. A lot of clients are looking for premium services like project management. They need somebody to manage their project, for social media strategy, and for bookkeeping. So offer premium services like all this, and you are on your path to growing and scaling as a virtual assistant. This next slide. Do we have any questions? I'm taking questions now. The floor is open for questions, contributions. Yeah. Anything you are confused about.
All right, so do we have questions? Anybody that has anything to ask the instructor? We are all good. We understand everything. Nobody is asking, nobody is typing. So are we good? If you are good, you can react. Put a reaction on the reaction tab. Just react if you are good. So we know that we are following. Okay, so Miss Cheta said no question. So is every other person good? Miss Sunday, do you understand? Bumi, Felicia Ojo, do you understand everything? Vivian, Zainab, are we all good? Should she go ahead? Hello, all good. Okay, Miss Sunday said all good.
Yeah,
No question. Miss Bassi said no question. Okay, so Miss Esther, if I am interested, or I'm just starting as a virtual assistant and I want to really scale up, what advice, what exactly would you advice would you give me? Where do you think I should start from? I want to be a virtual assistant, but I don't know where to start from. I I'm a stay-at-home mom, or yeah, I have kids, and I cannot even do a 9 to 5 job. So where should I start from?
Okay, thank you for that question. Firstly, I'll advise you to take the Virtual Assistant Accelerator course on Innovator's Edge, because it's well detailed. It's really detailed, and you can easily do it from your house. As a stay-at-home mom, you need a job that you can work remotely from anywhere. As a virtual assistant, when you take the virtual assistant course, it gives you the guideline on how to start as a virtual assistant. Firstly, before you can become a virtual assistant, you have to take a virtual assistant training, which is why the VA Accelerator course on Innovator's Edge is like your best bet. It is really, really packed. It has the guidelines to getting your first online job, even where you can search for jobs. It's all loaded in the course. So I think you could start from there. I'm sorry, did we all hear me?
Hello, Miss Esther, where are you, ma?
All right. Did you hear my answer?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, thank you. And if you have any question on how to take the virtual assistant course, you can always ask if you are confused on how to go about taking the course. And the lovely thing about the course is that it's currently on a discounted price. Yes, it's currently on a very low discounted price. So I advise you to take the opportunity right now that it's on a discounted price to get it. It's your best bet to becoming a highly paid virtual assistant.
Hello. All right. Thank you very much, Miss Esther. We are very grateful. We are really, really enlightened. The link to the VA Accelerator course is going to be dropped in the WhatsApp group where we all joined. Then this webinar was also recorded, so we would also drop the link for people that missed the webinar to also go and watch the webinar. So Miss Esther,
Yes.
please, people that want to take the course, what exactly would they get from the course? You are the course
All right.
instructor. So what exactly is in the course for them?
All right. In the course, you learn all the skills you need to be a virtual assistant. There are a lot of skills you need: the inbox management skill, calendar management, designing skills. You learn a lot of skills in the course. So the course is very packed. It has a lot of parts, and majorly the things you'll be learning is the skills you need as a virtual assistant. Because what is the reason you're a virtual assistant? To have skills to help businesses. So the major thing that is in the course is learning these skills and how you can scale your business as a virtual assistant. All is in the course. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. So participants, do we have any other question for Miss Esther? Do we have any other question? We designed this meeting to last for as long as possible. You are an established virtual assistant, you are new to virtual assistant, you want to ask question, you can ask now, please, before we shut down.
Oh, okay. Vivian is asking if they can get a PDF file on it. All right. This class is being recorded. So the video class, like everything that was being said in the class will be sent later on. So you could rewatch the class if you didn't grab the whole lesson. So you can easily rewatch everything.
Okay, so apart from Vivian, do we have any other person with any specific question, virtual assistant related question? She can answer you now.
Miss Bassi, really sorry to hear your network was really bad. The class was recorded and you can always watch it again. Thank you. Please, do we have any other questions before we end this webinar?
In the absence of any question, would like to end this webinar now. So we're going to drop a link to the VA Accelerator course. I know it's a 6 weeks course, intensive course. She put a lot of materials, a lot of effort, a lot of work went into the preparation of this course. I know she has been working on this course since January, just so that you can have the opportunity to, she has a goal or an aim to actually raise virtual assistant and help people scale and earn in dollars. So Innovators Edge is a platform that we want to help people gain monetizable skills, and things in Nigeria is really, really high, is really, really on the increase. A lot of things have gone high. So one of the ways we believe we can help people is teaching them skills that can help them earn in dollars. And most of our courses are really, really cheap. Our VA course, for instance, is really, really cheap. So after now, like I said, I'll drop the link to the VA course on the platform. You can also go to our social media page, our Facebook page, our LinkedIn, our Instagram as well. You could check us out and see what we do. Basically, we have several courses and we have instructors that are also developing monetizable skills to basically help young entrepreneurs, help Nigerians, help people earn in dollars, help people make money with skills. Okay, so thank you very much for being a part of this webinar. We are very, very grateful. Thank you, Miss Esther, for taking
All
your
right.
time to.
Yeah,
Thank you
somebody
very much.
dropped a question right now.
Okay.
So somebody said, as someone new to VA after taking courses, what should be the step to start? So the step I'll advise you after taking courses, the next step is get yourself a mentor, get somebody who has been in that journey before you, who you can learn from their mistakes. Because if you decide to go into the VA industry head on without nobody holding your hands, it might be a mistake. So I can tell you that get a mentor, get somebody who has been in the VA industry who can guide you into coming into the industry. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, and the beautiful thing is that Miss Esther is not just going to teach, like once you go through the course, she also gives you an opportunity to join her 1 month mentorship program where she can actually guide you. She said she got a role in 2 weeks. So of course you have to put in the work. So if you go through the course, you have an opportunity to join a 1 month mentorship program where she would hold your hands and guide you till you get your first client within a month. So yeah, somebody else is asking a question. I think Miss Sunday, she said, is the course on VA only virtual or is there a one-on-one training? I think that's what I just answered. But Miss Esther, can you throw more light?
All right. So there's a virtual assistant course, which is virtual. So after taking the virtual assistant training, there's also a one-on-one mentorship. If you want, you could get a one-on-one personal mentorship with me, where after taking the course, I'm holding your hand into the virtual assistant industry, and you also get the chance. You join my virtual assistant community where virtual assistant jobs are being posted daily. Different virtual assistant jobs are being posted where you can also like apply, and also all the things you need to becoming a virtual assistant is getting your first client. I hold your hand. I hope that answers your question.
Miss Sunday, has she answered your question? Has she answered your question?
Yeah,
Please, you
she
can.
said yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have any other question or should we end this webinar now? Is there any other question? Miss Sunday, you want to ask? Is she asking a question? Oh, okay, please. Are we good? Can I end the webinar?
Yes, Ms. Aurora, I think nobody has any question again.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. The link to the course, the VA course, will be dropped, but the course is starting on the 14th of April. The reason why we're doing this is because we want people to work together. She wants to guide everybody at the same time. So the course is starting on the 14th of April, but you can pre-register, you can order before then. So I'll drop the link to the VA Accelerator course right now in the group chat. Yeah, thank you very much for your time. See you
Thank you,
guys.
everybody.
Yeah.